Hello everybody, and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program! This episode, we are finally starting back from the menu screen of the game. I know, how exciting is that? It is not every single day that I start off from the main menu, because the last two episodes, I actually started off from being in the game, mainly because the second to last one was pre-recorded, and the last one was, I don't know, I had done stuff before the episode, so I just wanted to get right into it, and kind of cut down on the time, because sometimes these episodes get into the really long time ranges, like 20 to 30 minutes, I think one went to like 35, and that's a little bit longer than I want these to be. I mean, I want these to be normal, sit down, let's watch the episode, and then go on, do our other daily stuff. Not like, hey, let's go watch a feature-length movie on Kerbal Space Program. I think you understand what I mean, because sometimes YouTube videos can just get a little bit too long, and you kind of get bored before the end of them, and I'm trying to keep things exciting. So the end of the last episode, if I can look at Minmus here, we did the Minmus landing. Yes, number 3 and number 4, as well pointed out by our audience, because I know of 2 Minmus landing number 2s. That's only going to get really confusing really fast. So, yeah, next time I just have to note that I totally messed up and kind of live with it. So, let's go to our Minmus lander. Actually, I keep selecting the flag, so if we deselect flag, then I can click on the Minmus 2, and we're going to fly the Minmus 2 back home, because we have quite a bit of science on board this craft, and it would be a strict shame if we were to lose any of it. So let's do a quick save before we even leave. There is the question if this will have enough fuel, and if this does not have enough fuel to make it back to Kerbin, then I will be legitimately surprised, maybe even mind blown. I might have to go ask Scott Manley why. Because there's so much fuel aboard this thing, I would feel like a complete idiot. So without further ado, I know I said that a lot, let's take off. Actually, just make sure that nothing is going to fall. Let's close the ladder first before we take off. I mean, come on. Gotta have some priorities here, right? Yeah, okay. And let us get going. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay, quickly, let's load the last quick save. Wow, that is not what I meant to do at all. Sorry, I was so into talking and trying to determine what to do next that I actually just legitimately pressed the spacebar button. And yeah, I mean, we're not as strict here. I will do a little bit of time acceleration because of my stupidity. Not time acceleration, but I will fix a few problems if my own stupidity gets in the way of the game. I mean, did I mean to do that? No, I did not mean to do that. That was an accident that was more or less caused based off of I don't know, reasons of commentary. If I wasn't doing a commentary, I wouldn't have done that. And I don't know, it's part of the game. I'm just trying to justify why I messed up. I know I really shouldn't be doing that. Let's just get the heck out of here. No one wants to stay on Minmus any longer. Tom, please, like, I've been here. I don't know if I've been here, actually. He doesn't know if he's been here before. A little bit of nostalgia, a little bit of confusion, and what do they call it when you just kind of lose your mind? Ooh, I can't remember. Oh, left the engine on. They call it amnesia, a little bit of amnesia. Maybe just long-term memory loss. You know, all's great when you're Tom Kerbin. So let's just wait until we get into the correct place to perform our burn circularization around Minmus. Ooh, exciting flyingness. Flying excitement. 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 1 minute, and okay. Now, let's just get our burn done. We're not going to wait because, I mean, we don't need to. Okay, and that was plenty. Okay, now let's figure out how we're going to get back to Kerbin. We're going to have to burn out and get back into the planet's atmosphere so we can aerobrake around it, because it's just kind of stupid not to aerobrake, considering that's where you're trying to land. Okay, and where are we going to go? Where are you taking us? You are taking us over there. Okay. We're trying to come in. Oh, I did not mean to say KKK right there. Sometimes I just say okay so many times that I just kind of freak the heck out. And another thing I'm actually supposed to say this episode is I'm supposed to give a shout out to somebody. Not that they paid me, and I don't ask for shout outs. I know what you're thinking right now. You're gonna go post a comment saying give me a shout out. No, I only give shout outs under very, 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 very extremely strict circumstances. And yeah, okay. Anyway, for my reasoning, he's my friend. And I think I promised this to him before, for some reason that I don't actually remember. And I thought I thought I had done it previously, but then he told me I didn't. So I'm just going to do it now, and I know I'm doing it now about 5 minutes into this video, and I'm going to tell him, and if he tries to deny it, I know that I was right and that I did. So, person that knows I'm referencing them, I'm actually going to say their name because I don't know how they feel about that, but they will be on this channel relatively soon, hoping that everything goes well and I can get him the materials he needs. But yeah, you'll see him in the future. Let's put it that way. The person you'll see in the future, I'm giving a shout out to right now because I made a deal with him a while back about something which I don't even remember, nor do I think he even remembers. So, yeah. That was really confusing. Now let's continue back on with Kerbal Space Program. So Tompley is sailing through the Minmus orbit, waiting until the right time, which he overshot, to get himself out of this forsaken moon comet thing that looks like a snowball, because who wants to stick around the snowball moon? And so we're going to do that, and then we're going to have to bring down our periaps until we are within the orbit, or until we are within the atmosphere of Kerbin. Okay, and that's now gone. We've just left Minmus. Let's add the maneuver and get ourselves down low. Lower than we can go. I think I'm trying to make, what is that game where you have the stick and you try to go under? Limbo! Aha! Yes, and Limbo was his name-o. Yeah, great. I always love American pastimes like that. Yeah, it's this game where you walk under a stick. Apparently, Americans do it for fun. I am an American. I will say, occasionally we do stupid things for fun, like walk under sticks, because, I don't know, it actually is kind of fun. I could go for a game of Limbo right about now. Limbo. It's one of those things that you don't understand why is popular, or even just fun to begin with. Like, jumping when you're playing video games. Like, everybody does it. Like, if you're on, like, a console, I shouldn't say everybody, but a lot of people do. A lot of young people do this. Like, jump up and down when they play games. I don't know why. It's really fun to do, though, and it really is quite a workout when you finish. And you're like, man, that was a lot of jumping. Yeah. Okay, yeah, because I used to do that a lot when I was a child. Let's play Star Wars Battlefront 2, and I was all up in that. I was like, this is awesome! I'm gonna jump up and down. That was so much fun. And Tompley's probably not jumping up and down. He's probably more scared right now, considering that he is being blasted through the atmosphere and is now destined to crash in Kerbin. On Kerbin? Destined to crash at some point. Actually, I don't know. Yeah, he's gonna hit the ground. Well, he's coming back home. So we'll just give ourselves a quick... Oh, no, that's not what I meant to do. Okay, good thing I didn't hold it down longer. Otherwise, we would have just... I would have had to totally re-record that, and I don't like re-recording stuff. It just doesn't work out for me that well. And oh, look at the moon, it's moving. And super fast time acceleration, 10,000 times. Okay. Ooh, that planet got big real fast. Ooh. I think we're going to be performing a water landing here, which is actually what I wanted to happen. Yeah, I believe I wanted a water landing because... I don't know. I just did. I really did. Okay, I just had to make sure I did that test. Because of the landing gear, I think that was the whole thing, is that we were going to be... There was no good way to put the landing gear, so I only had 3 landing gear on. And I positioned them kind of awkwardly, so I knew that I really wanted to do a water landing. So it's actually a good thing that we are going to be performing one. Yeah, either that or we're going to hit that peninsula and I'm going to be super unlucky. If I hit that peninsula, I'm not going to hit it. Oh crap, solar panels, solar panels. Retract the solar panels, retract. Oh crap. Oh no, oh no, oh no, 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 no. No, Tompley, no. Oh, you know how much money you just lost? You are fired. You are never going on another mission, Tompley. You forgot to retract the solar panels. And you're now experiencing almost 10 Gs. You should be dead. You seriously should be dead. I mean, no human could survive that. You would be dead, sir. Tompley Kerman. Why did you just do that? You just cursed this department. You cursed the Dodge Them All space program from completing its task of being amazing. Let's get rid of these things. Fire the... Oh, crap. Holy crap. That didn't look well. Okay. What did we lose exactly? We lost nothing overly important. We still have all the data with us. I'll turn off SAS so it kind of directs us down properly. We still have all of our science modules, not that they actually have any science in them anymore. Actually, we left the one in that, but... and we lost the fuel tank, which wasn't really that important, so we didn't lose too much. Oh, and we lost a parachute. That actually might be more of a problem than anything else. Yeah, that was kind of an important thing to have. Yeah, well, you know, stuff happens. It's this Kerbal space program. Stuff explodes all the time. All the time. Especially my planes. My planes explode a lot. Way more than anything else. When is this set to deploy? 500, apparently. It seems a bit low. I could have swore those deployed much longer than that. Okay, 600 meters, 500, and we're deploying, and we've deployed. We are now coming down really slow. I really hope that we don't lose any of our data experiments, because that would be very, very, very unfortunate, considering this is worth a lot of science. Actually, we wouldn't lose that much. We'd only lose about, I think, about 50 science if we lost our containers other than the crew hatch, the lander can. So we're good either way. You know, I wouldn't reset it over like 100 science. I would just go back, do a completely new mission. 30 meters, 20 meters. Okay, 15, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're lost a parachute, but yeah, it's okay. Recover the vessel, Temple are coming back home. Yes, you are coming back home, sir. And there's a song like that, like, I'm coming home, tell the world I'm paradising, because I don't want to get copyright strikes, so I'm not going to... 716 science was earned! Oh, yeah, look at all that beautiful science. Oh, I love science. Yeah, oh, yeah. Yeah, look at that rechargeable battery and how much it was worth. Oh, yeah, that mystery goo containment. Science Junior, that monopropellant that cost 15 funds. Great. And Tapley Kerman's back. You know, back in for excitement and other courageous activities. I think we just completed 2 more contracts. Yep. Science around Minmus and Kerbin. So that actually probably boosted... Yeah, we got a considerable amount of money from that. So this mission was a success overall. Let's look into what new scientific advancements we can make. We can get really big engines, although we probably don't need them, just for obvious reasons. We don't need really big engines. We can get super fancy plane parts, really super fancy plane parts. Actually, all of these are really fancy plane parts. Ooh, this is a really hard decision for me to make. Ooh, this one gives turbojets, and this one gives the new things, and then this one gives the Gigantor XL solar arrays. Oh. This one gives some seismic stuff, and this one's rovers. Oh, and this one's big landing gear. And this one's small little teeny tiny engines. I think we'll go for the 160 ones right now, because we really should just get on unlocking some stuff. Oh, what's this? Ooh, new types of decouplers and Crampotron Juniors. The nuclear engine. I don't actually know how to properly utilize it, so I don't know if I should unlock it now or later. Not really. I haven't really made a decision. Let's just unlock all of these small ones. Yeah. Yeah. We'll get all up to a point. Well, we've advanced up far enough. Okay, there we go. 346 science. We can unlock one of these. No longer. Not the very heavy rocketry, unfortunately. This stuff's just unnecessarily expensive. I mean, look at that. Costs way too much. Now we can get unmanned tech. Ooh. Now that's actually something I might want, because we could just fly really far and ridiculously stuff. And Xenon, too. If we can get Xenon propulsion and unmanned tech... Actually, I think I could just get Xenon propulsion now, and we could hook it up to, like, a Probidine Octo, and... Ooh, that could work out. Let's... well, we don't have the Gigantor arrays yet. I don't know how much energy this uses. Actually, that'd be great for running some tests, so let's figure it out. Yep, why not? Xenon gas comes with a bit. It's probably gonna cost... It's gonna cost an absolute fortune. That's okay. Let's get in our vehicle assembly building and put together a small little probe that we can launch. And let's just figure out how this thing works. Okay, so let's get ourselves a Probidine Octo. Yeah, Probidine Octo, is that what we want? We could go for a Sputnik. The Sputnik would probably look cooler. Yeah, there we go. Sputnik looking awesome. And where's our Xenon fuel tank? Does that... I've never understood if the Xenon went into fuel or went into what is that, air utility, because it's sort of like both. You can find them in different parts, and it's really kind of scary and creepy. I think they might have moved it. Yeah, they moved it. It's now in here. Okay, that's fine though. That's fine. And let's get ourselves a xenon engine. I think this is in here too. Is this? Yes, this is in here. Look at that. A xenon electric propulsion system. Ooh, okay. Apparently this stuff is really insanely efficient. It appears to be getting like 4,000 ISP. Yeah. This stuff only gets like 300. So, yeah, I mean, it's insane. Let's take on some solar panels. Which ones did I use? I used the 1x6s. And we'll put on as many as we possibly can. Yeah, it's too many. I think we'll put on that many. And we're probably going to need a battery as well. So let's put on an additional tank. I don't know if an additional tank is what I want. Maybe just like a structural kind of, like a thing away. We get the round little one, we could put it above this. Yeah, that actually sounds like a good plan. Let's do that. Let's get this small little rechargeable battery bank. And that, and the engine there, and that gives us 200 charge. Actually, not a whole lot. Let's get some batteries. So we got quite a bit of storage space on here. Yeah, enough. Definitely enough. And it's like a small little probe kind of control thing. No SAS on it, just it moves itself around. So let's see if we can attach it to a small little probe for testing purposes only, because there's no other good reason to be launching this thing, really. Ooh, we're going to need to find a really small decoupler right there. Okay, and now we can hook that up to one of these. Probably will be enough to push it. Yeah, it's going to be way more than enough that we probably need. LVT 45, because we're going to need that thrust vectoring, and put ourselves a SAS module in here somewhere. Can we actually put it there? No, we cannot, and nor can I get it out now. That was kind of a pointless pursuit. Okay, it happens occasionally. So let's see, give ourselves an advanced one. How about that? Okay, advanced. And oh yeah, we want that that FL45 adapter in there just because it looks awesome. And then we could put our decoupler in right there, and then probably our splitter thing. Yeah, that thing. Right, that's what we want. And we could put in like 2, and then I think that should be enough to get us into a solid orbit. Where this thing's gonna go, completely beyond me. We're just gonna test out its capabilities and just see what it can do. You know, see where it can go, more or less. Is what we want. Yeah. Okay. There we go. We got that, and we'll probably put an SAS system here as well. Okay. Yep. Okay. And then probably like a rocket, or not a rocket, some fins. Some fins. I don't think they're called fins. Winglets. Getting some winglets. Just so we can see where this thing is going, because we don't want to lose track of it. Okay, that's all looking good. Not a very big craft. Put on some structural parts a little bit. Yeah, right there. Okay. Guide that down. Move it down to the ground. Give it a name. We'll call it the Xenon Tester. Yeah. We'll call it the Xenon 1. The Xenon 1, the craft which tests out electric power. Oh yeah, just as awesome as it sounds too. Okay, so that's that. Okay, everything looks good. Let's save that. Let's take it out to the launch pad, see what we can do with her. Taking a break there. Drinking some Diet Sierra Mist. It's not caffeinated, so everything's all good here. Ooh, just passed into midnight now. Amazing. Yeah, I sometimes record these videos a little bit too late. Too late at night. Okay, in 3, 2, 1. Whoa! Okay, that was a little bit, we just fell to the ground. Something could have exploded there. Could have ended way worse than it did. Gladly, though, it did not. I hope this rocket can make it up. I mean, it's not a very big rocket. Of course, our payload is ridiculously small. When I mean ridiculous small, I mean the payload weighs weighs less than the whole rocket does. Well, of course, normally it does, but I mean, like, it weighs less than the upper stage. Okay. Yeah. Okay. And we're just going up here. I'm just filling in words as this rocket flies, because really you should just be paying attention to how cool this rocket is. And you don't even need me. You don't even need me as the commentator anymore. I could just leave, and this would be so interesting on its own that you would be totally just into it. You'd be like, oh my gosh, yes, that is what we need. This is awesome. Okay. We're getting around 5 kilometers here, so everything's looking pretty good. Kerbal Space Center is looking pretty small. The Kerbals are literally no longer even visible. This probe is just chilling out on its own with its really good electric charge, and it's just hopping along with a little bit of liquid fuel. Hopping along, kind of sketchily hopping along, if I say so myself. I'm just hoping it's going to make it out into orbit. Of course, this upper stage here should have a really insanely high, thrust to weight ratio, since it is like the only thing there. This is kind of like a lone flying rocket. Yeah. Let's turn on our sides so we can get ourselves into a horizontal curve type dealio. Yeah, like that. Like that. So we're going to get some horizontal as well as some vertical velocity, but we're still going to be getting into an orbit. Scott Manley would be proud of us since we're testing out efficient technology. And when you make Scott Manley proud, when you make Scott Manley cry, I think I've mentioned his name almost every single episode. Sometimes I just refer to him way too much, but you know, he would be super proud of what we're doing here. He'd be like, yes, Steven, you have it down. Of course, he'd say it in his distinct Scottish accent, so I can't imitate a Scottish accent because I mean I'm German and I'm Dutch, so yeah. If anything, I could give you a good Hitler impression, but I don't think that's what we need in these videos. It's good Hitler impressions. Not what you really come here to see, is it? No, didn't think so. Okay, anyway, we're getting around orbital heights here. Just gonna make sure we don't go through all of our fuel. Yeah. Okay, and 85. 85's good. And it looks like that this is going to be into an orbit. I hope. Everything's looking good, although I can start singing Space Oddity right now, and you'd all start crying by the end of the episode, because Space Oddity is a really sad and enjoyable song that I cannot stop listening to. Ever since that person that I gave a shout out to mentioned it to me for the first time, and I was like, this is actually not a bad song, I'm going to listen to this. And then I saw the Chris Hadfield version on YouTube, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is now the most amazing thing I have ever seen in my entire life. First music video in space. If you haven't seen it, I'll probably end up linking it down in the video. So yes, let's fire up the engine and get ourselves circularized. And then we'll take ourselves out to, I don't even know where we're going to go. Take ourselves just out. Yeah, just somewhere, you know? Because when you have a rocket like this that can go anywhere, you just take it somewhere. You just don't know where to take it. You just go places, you know? Okay, we have a lot of fuel left over, actually. So that was a pretty good rocket. Let's see if we... Did I turn the engine? I turned the engine off. Let's see if we can try to make our way out to another planet, possibly. Like Duna. We could send like a primitive Dunan mission out. Okay, Duna, where are you going to be when I'm coming around here? Probably way away, so I have to take a few drastic measures, but you never know. Okay, actually, you're not going to be that far. Not that far out. How could we make this work a little bit better for me, though? Any way along that line? Maybe if we just try to... No, we need to come at it slower. So potentially, if we just, I think I'm almost drawing us farther apart by doing that. Well, no, that's getting pretty close, actually. It's getting pretty close. Okay, we're trying to meet up Duna here, although this is burning way more Delta V than you really should ever need for a Dunan mission. Okay, and, it's getting really close. It's getting really close. Okay, and let's burn ourselves down, and Dunan encounter time, Dunan encounter. Ah, yes, I found one. We can encounter Duna with 2,000 meters per second Delta V. So this could actually go out to Duna, I'm not gonna lie. This might make its way out, so let's just prop her up here, and then by the end of the series, it'll probably make its way out. Although, we'll probably lap it. I don't know. Probably not. Probably not lap it. We'll probably get there first. We can do some exploration with it, per se. It'll be fun. Figure out what to do with it. Get around 30 seconds, and then we perform our burn halfway through. Okay, this actually does not seem like a very good plan, the way we are burning now, but, whatever, I guess. Whatever. this is actually gonna completely throw off our orbit, so we're gonna do it. Is that seriously what? Yeah. Wow. This burn, I actually have to literally perform it into the planet. I don't think that's gonna work for us though. I'm gonna burn prograde because that is just gonna work better for me in the end because I really cannot burn that far down right now. We'll burn out towards Duna and then I'll correct our burn as we go along. We just gotta get out of Kerbin first. If we get out of Kerbin, it'll be much easier to plan where we're gonna go. And, okay, yeah, okay, so, yeah, let's just leave. We'll leave first. Okay, we're starting to run into 26 minutes about here. Okay. I do need to extend out my solar panels, which I probably should have bound to an action group, but I ended up not doing that. So let's extend these each individually. Okay. 3, and then 4, and then 5, and then 6. Okay. So yep, we're now flying out, and we can now catch the sun with our dream catcher. Not our dream catcher, our space probe. A really cool looking space probe. Look at that cool looking space probe. It's a pretty cool looking space probe. Okay, add maneuver. Now let's plot ourselves. Actually, we'll just get out of Kerbin's SOI first. Okay. Goodbye, Kerbin. We're leaving you for a very long time. Okay, yep, we're out of it now. Looks pretty far away now. We'll admit. Okay, now let's move ourselves to Duna. Duna. Just want to see you, Duna. Okay, that's kind of creepy, but kind of true, but in a way, really creepy. So where do I need to move to exactly? Exactly back to here. Got it. Sort of captured it. There we go. And there we go. Okay. So now I can do this without the fear of actually crashing into Kerbin, because crashing into Kerbin was my original fear. We're going to leave some giant space debris. We're going to leave our first solar... What is it called? What's the name? Kerbal. Kerbal and debris. Yes, we're going to leave debris around Kerbal. It's going to be really angry at us, but it's what's going to have to happen. Okay, we overshot it, but that's totally fine because it doesn't actually really change much. Man, we're almost going to make this mission just on this liquid fuel. We're not even going to need to use the xenon. And that's kind of disappointing because I wanted to use the xenon. Okay, almost done there. It finished, finally. Okay, now let's see how efficient the xenon really is. Ooh, that's not bad, actually. That's pretty good. And then how efficient is this exactly? This is quite efficient. 695, 694, okay. We're going to make this actually in quite a great time. We're definitely going to get out to Duna. I could say we should probably go farther than Duna. We could probably go out somewhere else. Okay, 700 meters per second. It's slowly moving. We're going to get there, though. We'll get there. It'll take a while. Almost used 50 of our fuel. I don't know, maybe this isn't as efficient as I said it is, but this is still pretty darn efficient, I will say. This is using quite a bit of electricity. I assume it's using quite a bit of electricity. This engine is really cool. No thrust or anything comes out of it. No noise. It's just all super electric-y and stuff. And actually, as this craft gets lighter, I assume it does get way more efficient. Actually, it's only a half a ton, so not really intense right now. It's not actually getting lighter as we really burn it. We've used 100 fuel. We've gotten about 600 meters per second out of that. That's pretty impressive, especially for Xenon. And we should be coming in close with our encounter. Actually, I think we might have just... Oh, wait. I think we do have... No, we don't. Okay, what did we do wrong? Okay. Closest approach. Okay, now we have a Dunan encounter. Okay, but I think that's all we're going to have for this episode, because this encounter isn't literally half a year, and I think some of our missions might expire by then, and I don't want to bore you guys to death with that, so... Thank you guys for watching. If you liked this episode, do not forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. Otherwise, I will see you guys next time.